is Greta Su Hlaing. I'm one of the high school graduates of AIS Class of 2018. I will be attending Columbia University in the fall. Columbia is located in NYC or New York City, and it is one of the Ivy League universities that is ranked number 5, together with MIT and Stanford in US News College and Schools and Report. With an acceptance rate of only 5.5%, meaning that if 100 students apply, only 5 to 6 students will get accepted. It is one of the most selective universities in the United States. I feel extremely lucky to be accepted and was a part of 5 or 6 students that were accepted. Therefore, I'm here to share my experiences of how I got into an Ivy League school as an AIS student. I hope you will find this video helpful. So first of all, for my stats or statistics, I scored a 1430 out of 1600 for my SATs. I had a perfect score for the math portion. And then for TOEFL, I had 110 out of 120. I had 7 APs and 3 for my junior year and 4 for my senior year. And I scored 4s and 5s for the test that I took in junior year. For SAT subject test, I took Math Level 2 and Chinese, and I scored a 720 on Math Level 2 and 800 on Chinese. So it's obvious that I don't have the best scores. Oh, also, sorry, for GPA. When I applied, I had a 3.96 out of 4 unweighted GPA. So you can see that I don't have perfect scores and I don't have the best scores. I don't have 1500s like other Ivy League college students, but it is completely fine because colleges want to see you on a holistic view. Scores are only a small part of it in the end. Your extracurricular activities, your personal essays are also things that will matter. You do need to study for tests such as SATs, TOEFLs, and stuff. One of the things that I regret the most is that I did not spend enough time studying for the SATs. If I were to do everything again, I would spend much more time on the SATs. And no, you don't need tuition for these practice tests. I don't go to tuition and I don't think you need it as well. Because I've talked to many of my friends who went to some of the classes and they think it's just a waste of time and it's not helpful. All you need is practice. And for practice, what you can do for SATs is you can go to Khan Academy online, and then there are practice books such as Princeton, Parental, and IB Global, and they are all available in the AIS library. As for TOEFL, there's a thing called TOEFL Practice Online, and there are 50 sets of it, and it is available. Just go search it on the internet and do some practice. That's all you need for it. And practice is important, but also don't forget to go over the wrong answers, because wrong answers are as important as practice, because by only going over the mistakes, you'll be able to know and to avoid the same mistakes the next time. As for GPA, it is extremely important and it begins to record from the beginning of 9th grade and to the first semester of 12th grade when you apply. So be sure to study hard. Complete all tests, listen to your teachers, do all homework, study for all tests and projects, and you'll be fine. If you are currently a student with a 3.5 GPA, work hard and make it to 3.8. If you're already a 4.0, keep it as the same, or try to keep it the same. As for AP classes, take as many as you can handle. I know that the school is having AP classes this year available, so online classes are actually unnecessary. All you need to do is to take the classes available here. I'm done with the stats. Let's move on to extracurricular activities. So as for my extracurricular activities, what I did was I did student council. I was the student council president for 2 years. I was the yearbook editor-in-chief for 2 years. I was in Model United Nations for 3 years, and I was appointed as the MUN team leader when I went to Yale NUS College for an MUN. And then I was a participant in a program called Southeast Asia Youth Leadership Program, where only 5 students were chosen from the whole country, and we were forced or allowed to do some of the action plans. And then, as for sports, I was the badminton assistant of the badminton club for a while. For music, I sang the school song, so I wrote as a school song co-creator. And then for volunteering work, I was a medical assistant at a nonprofit clinic for more than 2 months. I was an ESL instructor for a girl from China, and I helped her to transition into an international school. I was a part of AIS volunteering club led by teacher Ethan, so I went to volunteer at a Myanmar flood relief team, and I had helped several of the children who were affected there. I think that's it. I did many small things here and there, but those are the main things that I listed on my extracurricular list. So for the activities, my main tip would be do what you love. Do what you are passionate for. Don't do something just because your friends are doing it. Because keep in mind that you and your friend in the end are totally different persons that might have totally different interests. Just keep in mind that you need to show your passion through extracurricular activities. Also, take leadership positions if possible, and then do great on them. I think that's all I have for extracurricular activities. One more thing for extracurricular activities. So please do keep a diary if possible when you're doing the extracurricular activities, because you will find them extremely helpful once you go and write your essays. And then for recommendation letters. So all applicants might know that once you apply, you will need at least 2 to 3 recommendation letters from your teachers or someone who really knows you. For me, I asked my recommendation letters from Dr. Gary, Teacher Matt Tilford, Teacher Vila, Teacher Benjamin, and the lady from Harvard. The reason why I asked all 5 of them for my recommendation letters is because all 5 of them have worked with me in many various activities, and I think that they've known me enough to recommend me. As for your recommendation, in order for it to be strong, what you can do is be active in your teachers' classes, answer their questions, share your opinions on several things if you have different opinions with them. Just hop in when you're free and give a live update, because that's, in the end, that's all a better opportunity for your teachers to know you. Last but not the least, I've listed a lot of things above, like extracurriculars, my scores, tests, activities, but those are not the things that mainly got me into an Ivy League school. What I think is the most important thing is my personal essays. In my opinion, personal essays are the most important portion of the whole application process, because in the end, it is only the personal essays that can truly shows who you truly are as a person, what's your interest, what's your passion, what makes you unique. Those are all what college admissions officers want to see. They don't want students that score a perfect on SAT score, but they're like a robot. They want lively students that can add something new and diversity to their campus. As for my essay, I wrote about how my dad, being the founder of AIS, has shaped me and my personality. And then for my supplement essays, I wrote about how how my passion in North Korean defectors has shaped me. Also, as I wrote more than 10 essays for 4 schools that I applied to, I do have many tips for you on college essays. So if you don't know where to start, first of all, it is completely fine. Just go for some books such as 50 Successful Harvard Essays, 50 Successful Stanford Essays, 50 Successful Ivy League Essays. After you read all these books, they will give you a general idea of what a personal essay looks like. These books are all available in the AIS library once again. And secondly, what you need to do is to start early. Don't procrastinate. I procrastinated and I had several emotional breakdowns, and I feel like I could do much better if I have started much earlier. If you are already a senior this grade and you're applying this fall, be sure, please start now. Now is the right time to start. And then please ask your teachers, 3 to 4 of them at least, to edit your essays. It is really important to have feedback from people, because you need opinions on your essay. Sometimes if you're the one writing it, you don't know if it's a good essay or not. So, as for me, I asked some of the teachers to edit my grammar, and for content-wise, I asked help from some of my good friends that are currently studying in Ivy League universities. Students that study in Ivy League universities are also a good choice to approach, because they are the ones that are recently just experienced the college applications and they could be considered successful. So they can give you tips that your teachers might not be able to give you. My advice to you is be sure to do the school research on the schools that you are applying to. Show your passion for the school that you're applying to or want to go to. If you're applying for Harvard, show them why Harvard is important to you. Show them why Harvard matters to you. Show them why you should spend your 4 years of life in Harvard. Show them why Harvard needs you as a student. Also, please be sure to keep your own writing style, be yourself. If you're not someone who likes to use flowery words or fancy words, don't use them. It is a bad idea to use dictionary to find complicated words. Don't do that. Just use simple words. It worked out for me, and I'm sure it will work out for you too, as long as you sound genuine, you're honest, and you sound sincere. I'm done with tips for the students. Right now, I do have some tips for parents of AIS. So, how do you help your child to be successful? Keep in mind that college application process, since the beginning of junior year maybe, it's extremely stressful. Your children need your support. But I will not be able to be here to share with you my experiences if I don't have the support of my parents. So if your child is down, be sure to encourage them. If you think your child is not working hard, nag them. Force them to work hard. Tell them that it is important to work hard during this period of time. And then allow them and give them an environment to focus. A quiet environment is much needed for college applications. If he or she has an SAT test coming up in a week, don't bring them to weddings, don't bring them to vacations, don't bring them up, or don't distract them basically. Don't blame them for unnecessary things. Also, during the college application process, please remember not to send them to unnecessary tuitions because it's a waste of time and college applicants don't have much time to waste. And then, most importantly, let your child apply to the major that they want to, apply to the school that they want to, because it's their life, not yours. And then, if they are interested in film, ask them to go for it. Don't force them to go to business just because you think it is the only way to be successful, because it isn't. There are many people who are successful also by pursuing a film career. I'll be in Mandalay till August, so if you have any questions about college applications or if you want tips for college essays or if you want me to read your college essays, feel free to send me Facebook message, WeChat, Snapchat, Instagram, anything that's convenient for you, and then we can talk more about it. I hope you have learned something today from my video. Thank you for watching. Bye.